Yo, what's up? Man, today is Valentine's Day, and I'm gonna talk to you about a unique love story, one that I personally can relate to. Summer love. When you're a preteen or a young teenager, you go away for the summer, like either to your grandparents' house or your aunties and uncles or somewhere out of state, and the girl down the street and you hook up, and you know, you are the best of friends, holding hands, playing hopscotch, dodgeball, hide and go seek for 2.5 months straight throughout the duration of the summer. August the 17th, 2012, Spike Lee came out with Red Hook Summer. This film has a unique journey because he didn't get any studio funding. He had to fund the movie himself. The financials came out of his own pockets. He could not really do casting the way he wanted. He went to his old junior high school, this teacher who taught drama, and grabbed a couple of kids out of her class, a young girl and a young boy around the ages of 13 and 14, perfect for this film. They are not strong actors at all. They're still learning the craft, as visibly noticeable in this film. This movie, Red Hook Summer, takes place in Brooklyn. There's a section of the projects called Red Hook. It's rough, it's rugged. If you don't know your way around, don't get caught in the hook, right? Well, this young boy meets his grandfather for the first time. His mother and him are from Atlanta, Georgia, right? You see them getting out of the cab, walking up to the apartment, and this woman that plays the boy's mother, I don't know who she is, never seen her before, but Jesus, she is gorgeous. Rocking a short haircut, yeah, beautiful. But let me get back on track to the premise of the story. When she's dropping her young boy off to her father, his grandfather, there's no eye contact. She's not looking at him. She's very distant. She doesn't hug her own dad. I'm like, man, this is odd, peculiar. Well, here he is. Here's your grandson. Take care of my boy. She gave him some money. The young boy's vegan. He talks proper like a white boy. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting relationship. This movie was not liked by a lot of people. They say it's one of Spike Lee's worst films. When I first seen it, it was hard to see because, again, no studio funding. He took it to the Sundance film festival, right? To get some recognition. They showed it in New York. They showed it in Los Angeles. And at the end of his run, it made it out to about 41 theaters across the United States. That's it. So hopefully the brother made his money back plus DVD, and maybe he did. So, but this story is relatable to me because I've been sent to my grandmother's house and grandparents' house in Texas, or my auntie and uncle's house at Fresno for the whole summer. And you do meet a young girl and you do become fond of each other. And for those 3 months, you are inseparable. It's kid love. It might even be your first love. But there's something looming over this relationship because the boy's grandfather is a preacher, right? And he's heavy-handed with God and religion. I'm like, he's overcompensating because you can be a preacher but not preach all the damn time, right? But later on, that comes into play. And then you get into the church. You meet the deacon. The deacon's a drunk. The treasurer, she's in love with the preacher. She's like, look at these goodies. Come on now, you're a widowed man. Come get this juicy black juice and let's get married one day because you are a father of the cloth. And the movie takes place a lot of times in church during the sermons. And oh man, I had a hard time sitting through those scenes. But when they start clapping them hands and stomping them feet and get them tambourines out, those songs were jamming. The music throughout this movie is pretty damn good. Another thing about Spike Lee, since he financed this film himself, all the equipment came from himself. And he shot this movie digitally. Now, he is a old school. He prefers to shoot on film. But hey, when you got a budget, you gotta do what you gotta do. And to the trained eye, you can tell it's shot on digital, but people who are normal can't tell. If he didn't tell you, you wouldn't know, because in post-editing, he did a great job with the color grading and make it look kind of rigid and rough. And you wouldn't know that it wasn't on film. Damn good job of doing that. And the aesthetic of it feels like the 70s, even though it took place in 2012. The boys walk around with a iPad, right? And he just films everything that he does. He lives behind this box, you know, and you go to the hood, they look at you like you're an alien. Dude, what you doing? You filming me? Hey, don't do that shit. There's drug deals going down, people playing ball. He's out there looking all stupid. He's out of his element, you know. He needs to learn street knowledge before he get his ass whooped, or get his grandfather's ass whooped, because throughout the story of this film, the narrative, the young boy does things to get his grandfather in trouble and, you know, all kind of stuff. And, you know, you can tell he's indoors a lot, or only in his backyard. The young girl that he meets, she's showing him the ropes. She's beautiful in personality and in stature. And they doing things like running up and down the block. He's chasing her with a dead rat. There's this one stoop where the ladies had some fresh concrete poured. They wrote their names in it. And she wrote something like, wait a minute, we're together? She's like, you damn skippy, we're together. We are girlfriend and boyfriend, buddy. You know, it's so cute. The dialogue is good. The acting is superb. Some of the actors used in this film were underutilized, but hey, it happens. Speaking of acting, Spike Lee reprises his role as Mookie from Do the Right Thing in this film. Narratively, it don't make any damn sense at all, but it was cool to see Mookie walking down the hook, delivering pizzas. My girl, Nola Darling's character is in this movie. Now, I don't know if it's the same character, because, you know, she was a freak, sort of, kind of, and she's got to have it. But she plays a Jehovah's Witness, walking the streets, praising God in Jesus' name. I'm like, are you the same woman? Because back in the day, you was fucking, and now you know, people do a lot of fucking, like Vanity, grow up and later on become, you know, children of God. But it was cool to see those two people back in a Spike Lee joint. You know, it was really cool. I like how he brings people back. But this movie is slow paced. On second watch, I learned to appreciate this movie before I did the last time when I seen it back in the day. My homeboy Cyrus has sent me some interviews. Now that it's Black History Month, me and my boy, we always go into a deep dive of black film, black directors and stuff like that. And we always go into a deep dive of Spike Lee. But he sent me some interviews I'd never seen of Spike Lee. And one in particular was about this movie. That's how I found out about the funding. He paid for it himself, digital camera. I'm like, okay, now I have a different appreciation for this film. I can't dog on it the way I did back in the day, you know. And I got to just tell you this. Early third act, there's a development, there's a twist in this film that changes the whole complexity of this film. And it is a Spike Lee joint, because it hits you hard. If you're drinking something, it's one of the things you'd be like, what? What just happened? Yeah. Those who are people of the cloth and give everything they believe into the church, be warned. Anyway, in life, they teach you, do not idolize objects, you know. Put your faith in God above. Do not worship the preacher. Do not worship the church, because those are false idols. You got to be careful. They are the messenger. So do not put all your faith in those people. And damn sure don't give them all your damn money. Shit. But Red Hook Summer on second watch is a much better film to me now than it was back then. Spike Lee's a genius. He knows how to tell a story. He didn't have all the fancy equipment that he did in the past. So how he used the digital camera in certain scenes, you know, certain Spike Lee shots are there. The way he colorized the film later on, that's definitely his stamp. And the man does what he does best. He tells a human story and makes you think. When this movie was over, I watched it over the weekend for the second time. It stayed on my mind up until now. I'm finally able to talk about it, because that twist, that development is a tough watch. And you will never forget it. One scene, yo, it's up here forever. Red Hook Summer. Not one of Spike Lee's best, but definitely one to make you think. I appreciate it much more now. Until the next time, be sure to like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends, and more importantly, leave your comments down low. You know the routine. Peace. Fade to black.